This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
UFC star Conor McGregor been charged by New York police. This was absolutely wild if you didn't see it. 3 counts of assault and 1 count of criminal mischief after turning himself into police following an incident in Brooklyn yesterday. He unexpectedly showed up at UFC 223, this media event, at the Barclays Center, and caught on camera throwing a hand dolly through the window of a bus that was carrying UFC fighters. This was chaos.
Yeah, it really was, and it brought up the question to us and a lot of people, because we're getting a lot of people that are saying it was absolutely staged, and we're getting a lot of people that are saying it was absolutely real. And the real part about it that I can absolutely see is there are 3 fights that aren't going to take place tomorrow because of injuries of that dolly going through the glass and cutting some people. So that is real. But there are those that are saying it's just a stunt that went too far. The UFC was kind of out of the limelight for a little bit. Was this their way to get back in the limelight? What else is this weekend? WrestleMania. UFC lost Ronda Rousey a while ago, but now she's in the WWE. So you don't know. People start to marry some of those things and trying to get headlines, and Dana White, knowing that Conor McGregor can be a cash cow for UFC, said he was absolutely going to be fighting again now. Not so sure. Didn't say no that he wouldn't work with him definitively.
Right.
So I don't know where to go with this one.
This is the last stunt on earth we would ever pull. I mean, this is embarrassing for the sport, and for obviously for the UFC, and this is the furthest thing from a stunt.
I mean, listen, obviously he would never admit it was a stunt if it was a stunt anyway. So, I mean...
What if he copped to the stunt?
Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, you got us. So, you knew he wasn't going to admit that. I still don't know. I could easily be swayed both ways to think this was absolutely real. McGregor and his whole crew getting where, they technically weren't supposed to be, down under the concourse there, and right as that bus was leaving to take these fighters back to the hotel. So I still don't know. I don't know, and maybe we'll never know. I have no idea. If you really do try and pull something like that, how many people know about it, or if this just was Conor McGregor, because we certainly know.
He is a loose cannon.
He is a loose cannon, so it being real shouldn't be out of the realm either that it could happen, and if it is, forgetting the fact that these fights are off, you got to wonder if lawsuits are coming toward him with guys that are injured, if they're not getting paydays now, or how that's all being handled, what goes on in the future with this. If this was in fact real, there's going to be more down the line with tweets on the 100flowers.com Twitter feed. We ask at Golick and Wingo the McGregor situation incident, which he has been charged, real or staged? Terrence, if nobody sues, then the McGregor incident was staged. We wonder because there were injured people in this. There are 3 of the fights that aren't happening at this point, we don't think, at UFC 223. So they're saying if nobody sues, then possibility it was staged.
Okay.
Are we at the point, Alex asked, of how we say Manny being Manny? Is it now Conor being Conor?
Yeah, there could be a case made for that, because we know that he's just a little bit unhinged at times.
That's what Bud says. The fact is he's a live wire set to destroy himself at any minute.
Vinny, though, says it's staged. Has anyone seen the injured fighters? That's a good point. I want to see pictures. In order to sell it, you need to lose meaningless fights, setting up big money with Conor. You want to see the injuries.
That is interesting. And Steve goes the other way. Definitely real. McGregor has no self-control. After Mayweather took him to task, it was over for him as a fighter. It's true about McGregor, no self-control. You can either say he has no self-control, Adnan, or he is one of the great pre-fight hype guys of all time. Listen,
takes you to another level.
He can't miss. He has a fight, he has a presser, the weigh-in, whatever. You're watching because you are not sure what he's going to do. So you wonder how much of that is actually real, or he's just really, really good at it.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think he's smart and calculating.
I do as well. I think there is part of him that's a little unhinged, but he knows how to use it to his advantage.
Absolutely.
Now, is this one of those things? That I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. I have no idea.
Bottom line is, I'd love to see him fight again. Like, there's a reason why he's so popular.
I would as well. I have said I don't think he's fighting in the UFC again ever, and I have no reason to really change that.
All right, Adnan Burkin for Trades. Golick and Wingo on ESPN Radio and ESPN News. Amazing. We haven't gotten to this yet. Tim Tebow has done it again. well, I'm going to say shock the sports world, but a home run in his first at-bat in Double-A. Good for Tim. Of course, does a great job here with us in the SEC network, and you'll see him with the college football season. And obviously, long odds, Mike, we all know that. But nice to see Tim, who did not have a very good spring training, run with his stats, hitting a home run Double-A's, of course, in the Mets system.
Double-A, the Binghamton.
Reading. No, not that.
The Rumble Ponies.
yeah, smart.
There you go.
First pitch, though, 3-run shot. So we asked this before with Trey and I. End of the year call-ups, if the Mets are out of it?
He gets
obviously,
called up.
You think he gets
if
called up?
they're out of it, for sure he gets
You
called
think he gets called up?
No matter what, yeah. If they're in it, I don't think he gets called
Oh, if they're in it, I don't think there's any
no
way he
chance,
gets
yeah.
called up.
Right. But if it's like, they're 12 games out, whatever it is, he plays Double-A most of the year, sure, let's bring him
Would
up
it
for a few
matter
at-bats.
to you how well he would, if he stayed in Double-A the whole time?
Yeah.
Even if the stats weren't great, because
Sure.
you know he's going to bring the crowd. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Would you still bring him up?
Yeah. Because I say, we're out of it anyways. The fans want to see him. Like you said, he's going to bring crowds. If this helps 5,000.
And that sort of thing feeds adrenaline, which feeds confidence, which can make
Tebow, why wouldn't I do
or break
Good for him, though.
all sorts of weird
Listen,
stuff
he's
in sports.
He's sticking with it because you want
Sports karma.
He wants to play in the bigs, obviously, but he loves baseball as well. He's sticking to it. He hit the 2 levels of single-A last year. Now he's in Double-A.
Yeah.
He's giving it a go. The Mets are playing well, so from that aspect, again, we're 6 games in. Pitching's going well. No doubt about that. So we'll see. I could see them doing it if they're out of it because he's popular dude.
Target field in Minnesota. This was crazy yesterday. He was taking a break from his warm-up throws in the pregame ceremony.
Yeah, my cousin of the OMSR.
Flight over
Shared
the playing
similar
field
last
became
day.
confused. Oh no!
Service.
And rather than soaring to the mound to reach his summoning handlers, the bird's path went towards Paxton. If you're watching on ESPN News, look at the way Paxton was just completely unfazed. Challenger kind of found a perch on his right shoulder and then eventually was hustled away. But I'm telling you, my guy's got poise under pressure.
We have all seen this scene before. National anthem's playing, everybody's standing at attention, and the eagle starts to fly around. It's one of the coolest things to see.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And at this point, Paxton by himself out in the outfield standing there. And again, the comparison and to realize how big this bird is when it gets close to him, and he never moves his feet. He ducks down once, and the eagle goes on the ground, and then the eagle goes back up onto his shoulder, and he still doesn't move. It is an amazing thing. The pictures have to be incredible of those that got pictures of it, but kudos to him for just standing there and taking that thing. As he said, I'm not going to outrun an eagle. I get it, but how many people would have freaked out in that situation?
I would have. Oh, yeah, I'm with you 100%. I mean, if there's a flying eagle coming at you, you just... Who knows? Like you said, if you show any sign of panic, all of a sudden, how's that eagle going to respond?
Yeah, no idea. No, and you know what? Don't want to find out. He handled it like an absolute champ. No question about that.
As Paxton said, maybe he knew I was Canadian. That's why he went after me like that.
Oh, boy.
All right, so that is what is trending.
Yeah.
Also want to mention to you, because you played for the Eagles for a number of years, you know Philadelphia as well as anybody, the booing that Gabe Kapler got, he's literally announced at the season opener, they're off to 1-4 start.
Bad start. He's made a whole lot of pitching changes already.
Yeah, he had 21 pitching changes in the first 3 games, which is unheard of. He is an analytics guy, stat heavy. He's going by the numbers, and already that's rubbing people the wrong way. You can pick the game and risk a better snack option next week, or take the snack on the table. This is shades of a European vacation. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The Griswolds.
Absolutely.
Do you want the game or
Be a pig. Be a pig.
Yeah.
I got chastised, and I was tired of losing to Rebecca Lobo every year, right?
Yeah,
When
Lobo's unbelievable.
When Notre Dame was playing UConn in the national semifinals in the Final Four in the women's college basketball, I said, listen, I want Notre Dame to win, but I'm not betting Lobo. You know, I'm all of a sudden I'm in a UConn cheerleading outfit, or she's painting my face and putting the paint in my mouth, or doing some other God knows what to me because I lost a bet.
Yeah.
I'm tired of losing to her, so I didn't bet.